Okay. Back for round 2. Not sure exactly how long we'll be back for, but I am still kind of waiting on the caffeine to just crash in my body, I guess. In the meantime though, we can definitely get some Nightmare Noita runs in at least. Maybe some integration if there is enough people, or possibly some nemesis. We'll see. For now though, Nightmare mode it is. Let's see if we can actually win a few runs here. I think we'll stick with the game audio. Oh, why is the game so low? Why are these mods on? Oh, I think I know. I haven't set the... There we go. This goes to my headset. There we go. Much better. Let's... Here. That is not Nightmare mode. And I should have checked if Streamer Wands was on. Pretty sure it is. But never hurts to double check. Unsafe, Streamer Wands, okay. Good to go. Unlimited spells is huge. Breathless is also really good. Okay, we have free digging. We also have a freeze charge, which is nice. 78, we don't need this many. Maybe get away with 3? Ultimate 57. Awful 02 and 192. That's pretty bad. We'll just rip these off. We don't need bombs. We can get rid of both of these. Pack wand. Let's see what we can do here. Rude of you not to die in the first shot. 1548 is not bad, but the 2 capacity is kind of weak. We'll pass on that for now. Get wrecked. Okay, 113, 530, 2770. Decent, but not really all that great with the recharge time. Why did this go back down there? Get it up here. Collapsed mines, you say? Huh? Okay. Triple do go kind of crazy. Magic missile, not super useful. But we'll hold on to it for emergency digging in case we need it. Which I highly doubt we will. Should be digging for gold. Why are there so many explosions? Not very poggers of the game to be scaring me with all these explosions everywhere. Okay. Guess we should focus on digging now, huh? At least until we find better ones and maybe a little more money. Hello. Rude. Nobody asked you to be burst in my direction. Oh god, there's two of them. That crit combo was actually crazy. Get wrecked. Oh, let me actually get the gold though. I do want it. I want it. Alright, there's a bug bothering me here. Stupid ants getting in here for some goddamn reason. I didn't even realize we have the darkness modifier. That's really annoying. Now I have to be doubly cautious of where we're traveling, because I have no idea if we've been there or not. Don't need that. Actually, don't even need this one. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. Goodbye. Wow, that didn't blow up. I don't have a good way to make steam. I guess it could blow up with magic missile, but it's also not a great option because it will delete more water than it'll transform to steam. Oh, it's only worth 10 gold. That's lies. Ooh, I will always take a trigger. 715 is also not bad. It's probably not as powerful as I'm thinking, but it might still work. Okay, runs out of mana pretty fast, but could be useful. Throw this back over here. Actually, yeah, no, that's a terrible one. Get rid of that. I was not kidding when I said I was trying to make up for lost time, Zen. Welcome. At least now it's less... Are you not exhausted? When, surprisingly enough, when I'm not dying of some random cold or overwork, I have quite a bit of stamina. I am fairly healthy outside of just like terrible weather or being overworked. I don't think it works that way when it comes to streaming, but you do you. Well, making up for lost time? Probably not, but I will try nonetheless. I completely forgot I had Breathless. You know, that makes my life so much easier. Get the water in there. Now I just need to find some kind of fire. Magic missile's not gonna cut it. I need something more... Why did... Oh. I know why. Wait. There's lava over that way. If I could bottle some lava... Oh, that's a terrible idea. I don't think I'd be able to bottle the lava and pick up the bottle without dying. At least not without digging underneath the lava anyway. And I don't have a way to do that. That's a nice digging wand. It is. It's a whole bunch of energy orbs and nothing else. We could definitely do better, but it gets the job done. No, we've got 1600 gold. I think we're good. We go next. Nightmare runs are not about getting the long play. It's just about getting the win. Ooh. That's actually huge. Get rid of this. Do we have any good ones? That's not great. That's also not great, but I will take the double. Oh my goodness. You are speaking my language. Noida. How dare you? Something like this, perhaps? Nope, not enough mana. Scratch that idea. Let's see. Guess I could put one here for a little speed up. That's not great. Okay, but what if... Three, four, five, four, five. What is this? 5, 7, 6. It's a little better. Low recoil, terrible. Saving grace, also terrible. Revenge explosion, bad. Healthy exploration would be useful. We'll take it. Survivability over everything in Nightmare. Get rid of this. We do have this. Could be useful. Oh, is that? Nope. Thought that was coming us with a wand. At least it wasn't that. Comatose wands can be very scary. Are you dead yet? I can't tell if he's dead yet. He's not dead yet. Ah, wrecked yourself with your own wand. What a scrub. That definitely never happened to me before. Nope. No, but that sounds nice. I said so many things in the past minute, I have no idea what you're talking about. $3,104. This could potentially be huge. It's not a constant fire, but it does work. We can sacrifice one of the Loomies. Goodbye. This is just a generally better one, so we'll throw these on here. Get rid of this one. Looking good. Nope. There's the tentacle wand. Personal tentacler. Are you dead yet? Oh. I mean, we all have those days, right? If anybody had asked me that like a week ago, I would have said, God damn, I wish. Because that cold flu, whatever the hell I had, was kicking my ass. More energy orbs. Don't need any of this. Wand is terrible. Actually, I should probably pick up that double. That isn't a double scatter. Nope. Not dealing with that robot. Oh, 362? No. I swear to the stars, if I get sick again at this event next week, I will roll myself out to sea. Viking burials, I think you need to be dead for those first. I don't think being sick qualifies as grounds for burial at sea. Kaboom? What kaboom? Why kaboom? Where kaboom? Acid. That's the joking with my friends and I say KMS. I am aware. That's why I said burial at sea. It is a real thing, by the way. But I don't think it's practiced in current day traditions or practices, but burial at sea for the Vikings was an actual thing they did. Hi, Yuko. Okay. Lots of robots everywhere. Good to know. Of course they blow each other up. Cool. Get wrecked, Yuko. Thank you for taking out that robot. Much appreciated. Oh, you're just delivering teleports to me. Let's go. The thought of just physically rolling myself down the beach and into an ocean is funny. No Viking burials are a thing, but it's a different picture. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Just laying on your side and rolling off a beach. It does give a pretty funny image in the head. That's a lot of explosions. No, you. Okay, not gonna mess with that anymore. That was rude. Ouch. Okay, let's ignore all of that. That was a terrible idea. I apologize deeply, game. I will leave you alone. Enjoy your lurks then. I hope you continue to get some work done and or have good food if you're taking a break. Egg. No thank. Oh, you stay away from me, you. I know what you do, and I don't like it. No. No egg. Oh, definitely no rock egg. Please stay away from me. Is it dead? It's not dead. Why would I think it's dead? Thinking is the #1 killer in Noida. Simply do not think. Just go next. Okay, well, we didn't find any new wands, which is a little unfortunate. We do have teleports though, which is nice for mobility, I guess. Could stack double ice damage on the attack wand. Wouldn't be a terrible idea, I don't think. Would maybe get away with this as well. I mean, that's not terrible. That's a little better. Take greed. Don't need an extra one of these. Much as I like this speed on this wand, it only has 2 capacities, so it's not useful to us. And oh. Rude. Can you just die? Is that an option? There we go. See, I knew I could convince you. Kinda tempted to take the plasma beams, either the cross or the regular ones. This is gonna get out of hand really fast. I think we'll hold on to it for posterity at least. We can sacrifice another luminous drill. This, hold on to an acid ball for later as well. The wand itself is also not bad. 3330, 0557. Might actually work. I need that. Could be worse. $80, $160. We get 2 rounds of this, and then several rounds of spark bolt per shot. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh, that's not good. I'm just gonna ignore the problems and run away. That's usually the right answer. Hello. Goodbye. Please die. Thank you. There's a reason survival response is called fight and flight, right? Definitely and flight. Uh, 510, 164, that's a little better than what we've got here. Might need to edit something on the fly really quickly. Not enough time. Double this. This. Hello. If it works, it works. Okay. I already have one of these. I don't need another, but I do want to disarm the wand at least. That was certainly a situation. see. Seriously need some wands and or money here. Question is, how do we get this wand and or money? Oh god, there's so many of you. I have the high ground, CEO. Oh, please don't do this. Please don't do this. I hate these cowards so much. They have so much HP. Why? That was terrible. No materials to work with. And I don't think I hit Nightmare, right? Nope. New game, Nightmare. Okay. Damage plus the start is not bad. Free digging. We will take that. Should probably disarm that wand. $67, that's 7.2. Should probably use this for digging. Get rid of you. Never mind. This is much better. Could buy this, this, and this. That's gonna be our attack wand, I guess. Not exactly ideal, but we don't really have much else to work with. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I did see a wand here. We're gonna go and check that out at least. Oh, lovely. Absolutely goated. Digging bolt, reduce recharge. Throw another one of these here, put this here. Don't need the digging bolt yet, but it will be useful later. Not a multicast either, but this will work for the moment. Now this is a digging wand. I don't know how that missed, but I'm glad it did. Let's see if we can find some wands over here. Usually there are a couple of decent ones on this side. Rip in pieces, my child. Get wrecked. Okay, wand. Blood mist. Okay, interesting. And freeze field? Oh, freeze charge on blood mist. That's an interesting idea. I wonder how well we could make that work. I will hold on to this. Seems like an interesting idea. Wow. Grudge did not enjoy our presence. Oh, 255, 103,540. This actually might work. That's pretty good. For it being a starter wand, this is very nice. Purifying powder would have been nice to keep on hand for the occasional polymorphine, but it's fine. Get absolutely bodied, swamp guy. Absolutely hate those guys. It caused me no amount of losses in the past. No small amount of losses, I should say. Are you dead yet? He is dead. Okay. My floating child doing the god's work by killing my enemies. Oh, hello, frog. Goodbye, frog. Okay, we can work with that. That is increased crit, and if I do this, should be more than enough to sustain this a little longer. Oh yeah, now we're talking. This is a real wand. $800 gold, that should be more than enough for the next area. We should probably go down before we actually die. Teleport will give us mobility at least. black holes. Not a terrible spell, but not terribly useful either. Unless I want to skip the mountains for some reason, or dig through EDR. I will take the double though. Hold on to one for posterity. Not great stats on the wand either. We'll take Rage Levitation, why not? It'll definitely help us in dogfights when we're stuck in the air without a good place to stand and surrounded by enemies. That's a lot more common than you would think in Nightmare mode. Okay. Rude. Why the hell would you off-screen me like that? More teleports. There is a triple. We'll grab that. Don't need the long tullies though. Chaotic Path might be useful. 35 to 80, 106 is a better teleport one than what we have. Throw that on here. A bit of you. That's a lot of water. Where is all of this water coming from? Oh, I see. Lime mist with water trail. That's definitely gonna generate a lot of water. Good thing we have Breathless. Matter of fact, this is actually really good because if we double cast all of this, get rid of the fire arc, keep the water trail. We could, in theory, just flood everything and swim through to victory. A little cheaty, but it'll work. Take the fish charge off so we don't freeze the water as it goes. A wall of water is actually huge to slow the shots down. It also evacuates the gas upwards really quickly, which is nice. I think I've developed a newfound respect for Breathless as a perk. At least for Nightmare runs anyway. That's so many particles being rendered right now. That's a lot of gold. Just kind of hanging out there. I hear so much death. Okay, another water trail, triple spell, and unstable crystals. Nothing super interesting, but I probably should disarm this. Where did you guys come from? I thought I killed everything in that direction. Hello? Okay, well, that was a biome. We still have a decent amount of health. I should probably... Did I not pick up the house upstairs? I did, okay, 110. Worm. Worm blood. I wish to see the world. I hear electricity. Yep, there's Yuko. Rip in pieces. Throw worm corpses. Make pulp out of those. Hate to be the one to tell you this, but your illicit worm is trying to talk to me. Welcome in light. I actually should get into Baldur's Gate. I don't know if I want to do that on stream though. I've played it a bit off on my own. But it's definitely one of those games where I like to take things rather slow. I'm not sure how enjoyable that would be as a stream. Probably shouldn't? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Many spoilers? I mean, the game's been out for a while, but there is quite a lot to explore, so I wouldn't be surprised if people are still discovering things. I just finished Act 2, don't spoil me. I haven't even started Act 2. So, how about that? You don't spoil me. Ooh, another damage plus. Don't mind if I do. Why? Cast delay, that's why. Maybe at the end? No. What about this? Nope. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, but what if we this? That's a little better, but not quite I'm looking for. And I don't have anything. Well, maybe Castellet. Not enough to counterbalance though. Doing servers with rubber banding is getting late anyway, so fair enough. It do be like that sometimes. How is that Dune thing, by the way? I know you had mentioned it before. I think they're doing like a beta period right now, was it? Or was it like full release? What if maybe this? That's better. Full release the 10th. Since the 10th, ah, I see. Hope you're enjoying it. Or the 5th if you paid more, yeah. The good old collector's and or premium edition for early access never misses. Wait, where's my digging wand? There it is. Water potion. Don't mind if I do. You paid more? Fair enough. 70 hours in solo. That's kind of big. But also, solo in an MMO. I mean, I guess it's not unheard of. Another digging bolt. That is nice. Ooh. Trigger. Okay. We can work with triggers. $15.63 or $15.57. Both of them are terrible. However, if we do this, that's probably still not going to be great. It's not bad. What can I get rid of here? I have way too many things. Don't need a second teleport. Less MMO and more could be MMO. I see. So it's potential MMO. No, the mana charge is way too good to pass up on this wand. Guess we go the other route, right? Do this. Finish the spell block and then recurse with reduced recharge. Not the most effective, but it'll work. I think there's around 60 people capped per... I'm assuming that's per instance to keep things simple. And an overarching world of 1200 where you can only come close to the number in the PvP endgame. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, most MMOs generally instance their lobbies or their different locations to avoid like server crowding and stuff. Second breathless. What does that even do? Does that speed us up underwater? That's dumb. I'll just take faster movement, that's fine. nothing on the 60-player place is instant. There's no load times. I mean, that's the whole point of instant thing, is to keep the servers from struggling. Pretty much true once you get to the 1200 world. Okay, that's a little more impressive. I think the most I've ever seen, at least out of FF14 is the game I've played most. It usually caps at about 200 players per instance. At least when they're doing player caps anyway. I'm not sure what the performance metrics are for uncapped periods. And there's flying vehicles and flying combat. I mean, that's fair enough. There are flying mounts in most MMOs nowadays, even with the regular player things. And at least in FF14, there are overworld mobs, so you could still do combat, although it's not flying combat. You could still have combat with players running around on the map. Usually rare or hard to get. Yeah, okay, that's fair for Dune, I guess. It's a pretty common thing in, at least in Final Fantasy. I don't know how common it is for other games like World of Warcraft, maybe. You can even carry other vehicles with a flying vehicle. So they're going for pseudo-realism. If you want to move like a dune buggy across a chasm, you just put it on a freighter flight ship and carry it over. Makes sense. There's a sausage man here somewhere. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by any of that. You can even shoot out the vehicle while it's being carried. I mean, given the nature of the game, I'm not surprised. It is impressive, technically speaking. But I'm not surprised that that's a feature that you can do. The tech is impressive. I agree. It sounds very technically impressive. Hello, robot. Okay, rude. Extra rude. You're still alive somehow. That was scary. Kaboom. The tech is impressive, so I'm cutting the game some slack while the rubber banding once in a while. Yeah, I mean, every new MMO has its kinks to iron out, so I'm not surprised that they've got to fix a couple of things here and there. Whoa, dude. Chill out. Okay, that's stupid cowards. I hate them so much. Why do they have so much health? That's still not nightmare mode. Okay, faster wands may actually be useful here. 3, 2, and shuffle, but decent mana charge. This is gonna be an awful run, but we're gonna try to make it work. Five. Oh, that's awful. I thought it was gonna be a lot faster than that. We'll do this, I guess. That's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's probably best to just keep the triple. Put that there, get rid of this. It can get into some heavy topics that I wasn't prepared for. You're talking about Dune? I mean, that's nice, I suppose. It's always interesting to see when a game is able to express interesting stories. I'm not 100% sure if they handled it well. I'm still working through the quests. Well, only time will tell. The important thing is that you're enjoying it. Ultimately, that is the value that we get out of any game, is the amount of enjoyment you get out of it. That's an awful wand. Ooh. This is interesting. Ads. No worries, we're not doing anything super crazy right now. But I guess I will pause. Take a quick stretch. I feel the caffeine actively leaving my body. Slowly starting to get tired over here. Meantime, oh, hello. Thanks for the sub, Light. I'm assuming you got tired of the ads. Welcome back from ad hell. Regardless of the reason, the sub is very much appreciated. Yeah, Twitch recently made some changes to the ad stuff, so I had to increase the frequency of the ads in order to keep them a little on the shorter side. Otherwise, we'd be watching, I think it's like 3.5 minutes every hour of ads, or something crazy like that. I know they had it. Is it 3.5 or 5? Let me double check. 5 full minutes every hour, which I think at the high setting averages to about 30 minutes every 3 minutes every 40 minutes. Like, it's actually insane. Can I dig through this? I cannot. We'll go around the long way then. Oh, of course he picked up the wand! That's so fucked up. Put some pics in Discord. You're about to watch what happened. Of all the ones that it could have picked up, it was a goddamn nuke. Pogo, you couldn't even spell Pog from how excited you were. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Who dice 20? We'll save that for now. Why not? Of all the things it could have been, it just had to be a nuke. Alright, well, we go next. We actually press nightmare mode this time. Oh god, we started with such a shitty... Such a terrible wand. I don't think we want repelling... Do we want repelling cape? I'm not going to be using ambrosia much, so probably yes. 12 powders is nice to get through certain areas. I mean, that's digging. Not ideal, but it is a form of digging. This is a payload delivery. Again, not ideal, but better than nothing. I don't want bubbly bounce that can hurt us. That's a terrible wand. That's also a terrible wand. This is not a great start. I don't know how we managed to avoid any damage there, but I'm glad we did. Although, We did have to sacrifice every bit of gold that we would have got there. This is fine. Free health, we take those. Now, of course, it's out of mana. We need to find some better ones ASAP. These are not good ones by any means. Okay, why did that do so much damage? That was completely uncalled for game. Okay, 1838 is a little better than what we're working with. That's not scary at all. We're so close to greatness. There's two wands here. Stupid digging one has no mana. Please. Okay. Surely this is better than what we're working with. Get rid of that god-awful wand. Gunpowder trail is a terrible idea. That is some decent stats though. 400, 102. No. Do not be tempted. Okay, 800 gold is probably good for the first mountain. Probably being the operational word. I'm not 100% sure that that's accurate. Sometimes we don't get any wands we can work with. Sometimes all 4 wands are amazing. Okay, surely 1300 gold will be enough, right? Toxic sludge can be water if we try hard enough. Easy. Please be a decent wand. I mean, I did say decent. It isn't bad necessarily. Not really great though. You know what? We should probably head down to the mountain before we actually die yet again. He says as he continues to push forward into the unknown. That's definitely how survival works. Hello, mate. What have you got? Nothing great. Cool. You go next. Hollow egg. Meh. Meh. Where? Oh, hello. Why are you up here? Okay. Goodbye. Rude. Faster wands. That is very tempting. None of these are really all that great though. 1 second recharge. Let's see if the faster ones will actually make this usable. I doubt it though. 0 second 72. It's not terrible, but it's not great. You cast. Could do this. I mean, could be worse. Could be better. That's awful. 0205, I think we just stick to this, right? Not ideal, but it'll do things. Look at view. Is any of these any good? 347, 1833, 1545. I don't think any of these got affected by the faster ones. Yeah, only all ones you're carrying gain a bonus. Okay. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. We go next. I could sell ones. You're empty, right? Yes. That's not scary at all. Me, scared of propane tanks? Never. Oh god, that's terrifying. Stationary propane tanks, not scary. Flying propane tank going Mach 3 right at your face, that's a little scary. That's kind of where I draw the line there. I am on fire, I didn't even realize. Help, I'm stuck. Terrain, please, let me go. Okay. Why does it have legs? Hey, what up, Jude? Welcome back. Hope you had a nice, break, I guess, from not watching your stream. I believe you said you were at work. I hope that's over with now. At least for the day. Magic arrow. 1033 will make for some decent digging. Actually, that's worse than our current digging, even when it is shuffled. Goodbye. I hear snipers. That's a missile-y boy. Is it dead yet? I can't tell. It is dead. Hello, sniper. Goodbye, sniper. I'm just struggling to sleep now. Hell of a stream day though. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I am trying to make up for lost time. And I am aware putting in a bunch of hours on a single day is probably not the best idea. But what I've got to work with at the moment, with my work schedule being what it is. Okay. There's no way. What? How and what the? There's no way it bounced off the train like that. Well, shit. Okay. It is what it is, I guess. We go next. Do I want to struggle through more nightmare? Or should I do a long run? God runs are pretty easy to do in normal now. Do I even have anything I want to do in normal mode? I guess I could unlock the health chest. I believe those are spell 2 modifiers. That is a little annoying though, having to find the music notes and the songs and everything. A fish quest is a hassle. And you really only get the Sea of Swamp out of that, so it's not super useful. I don't recall if I've done the Sea of Mimicium quest. I could maybe do that. Very fast though. I'm pretty sure I have to have done it at least once since the last time I did the Sun quest. Guess we do one more nightmare run. We are here for the suffering. Or at least I'm here for the suffering. Oh, Judd, thank you. That's huge. Thank you for the 5 gifted. And we have a hype train. I think that's the first ever hype train on the channel. Dude, thank you so much. Um, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Let's focus on this, I guess. Where is... Okay, missiles. We can get rid of this. Triple. This is a 7 cast, so if I do this, that should... What is this? 3, 6, 7... 6 will grab something, and then this will triple. Making up for last time. I really appreciate that, Chad. That is completely unnecessary, but so appreciated. Brain empty now. What do? Blow things up, I guess? Okay, I need that. And the small. We are tiny, tiny, tiny streamer. Keep one of these for later. Bolts. This should be fine, right? Nothing could possibly go wrong with a bunch of missiles. Ooh, we will take 3 hearts though. We'd love to see that. Okay, that's painful. Help. Why are you aiming down there? Okay, that works. Okay. That turning backwards was not part of the plan. That's the wrong... There we go. Ooh. No. Oh, does it not have enough mana to fire all 7? No, it does not. Okay, good to know. We'll try to grab all 7 though, which is interesting. I'm assuming it's doing, what is this? 110, it's doing 60, 8, 70, and then 60 is 130. Yeah, that's too much. It's firing 1 missile at a time with both of the modifiers. Okay, well, at least it's trying. Don't need magic missile. We could just do this to make it faster. And then we just restock out of the inventory. Ouch. Oh! Why? There was nothing alive down there. Okay, that works. Terrible wand. We'll hold on to these for later use, maybe. Don't need bifurcated. Get rid of you. That was scary. Nothing that way. 356. Guess we try our hardest to mine for some gold before we go down. Is probably the smart thing to do. I always aim for 600 plus. Normally I would agree, but nightmare mode being what it is, I try to do about 1,000 before I go down. Sometimes you get really amazing wands down there, sometimes you just get nothing, and then the next area becomes a survival pit. So you don't really have much time to gather gold if it's the second situation. That shouldn't have bounced like that. Am I running out of spells already? No. The explosion sounds on the fireball sound like the empty spell sound. It always confuses me. That wasn't scary at all. Why are you doing this, wand? Please explode, thank you. Explosions! Yep, that'll blow things up. Goodbye, little rat guy. Don't want to be down there. Oh, they're just dodging everything. What? What a Chad. Are you dead yet? He is dead. And confirm dead. Okay, we go next. Alright, please give me something good, game. Always cast lightning is interesting, but terrible mana charge. Always cast freeze charge, 45 mana charge. I mean, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get for attack wands. No. No ads. Not on my subscription. This is a terribly slow one though. 1558. What is with these? Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. I had to speed up. Glowing lance would be huge. I found the attack button. That's great news. Good news, everybody. I found the attack button. I guess that'll be good enough for now. Not ideal by any means. A little better. We could keep this as a backpack wand. Oh my god, you guys are... I'm a little scared as to what that's gonna do, but you guys do you. I sort of trust you. Kind of. Definitely not watching the redeems continue out of the corner of my eye. Meow, meow. Oh god, okay, yep, here's the wall is down. Meow. I do like the cat jam. It's very nice. Probably one of my favorite ones out of the bunch. Oh, Crunchy Cat. But why does that crunch sound so in my ears? Don't get me wrong, Crunchy Cat is great, but it sounds like it's right inside of my head. It's so weird. I guess this is our new backpack wand. Let's throw this up. Nope, this is less capacity.
Huh?
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 Huh? Oh god, yeah, the sound unfortunately doesn't like stack on top of each other. It would be so funny if it did. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Like, you're just stocking up on that so that whenever we have those really long conversations, you can just throw that at me. I can already tell.
Huh? Huh?
Ah, yes, the fish command. Back to lurking, fair enough. Enjoy your lurk. Oh god, there's so many of you. Please not like this. No! Please, missile! That's so messed up. I didn't even have any good, like, teleport or anything to get out of there. Rip. Okay, I think we do... try to do a speed round for a regular win at least. We should probably finish on a high note, if we can. Normal, regular win. Hopefully incoming? We'll see. Oh, get wrecked. Meow, meow. 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 There was nothing there. I could have swore I saw like anything over there somewhere. Guess it's just my eyes doing weird eyeball things. That's a fire mage. Will he drop down and into the water? Would be nice. That's the wrong wand. Ow. Okay, double ow. Okay, this is not gonna end well. I wonder if anybody could tell that I'm just a little fatigued. Just a tiny bit. Surely me not dodging is normal, right? To be fair, I guess I probably should have been able to tell that I was fatigued. It's fine. I almost didn't see the hamster. There is a wand here though. This time it's an actual wand and not a figment of my imagination. Oh. Okay, that's... What? No, I refuse. Not like this, exactly. Grease field is awful, but we'll take the wand. Rain cloud, also not great. But again, it is a wand. Concentrated mana will get us through steel. I do want to pick up water. Probably empty this out. And 50% snow, we'll just eat it. Pick up a little more gold and then we'll go straight down. We don't need anything crazy for a normal win. Another concentrated mana. Not the most useful thing, but we'll take it. More bombs. Sure. There's so many wands this run. What? I feel like the game is trying to tell me something. I'm not sure what it's trying to tell me, but it's definitely communicating. Okay, that's something. And not the most amount of gold I've ever gotten, but it is something. Rude. Right, do we have any other better wands or spells nearby? It would be nice if we did. Okay. Pain. Get absolutely wrecked. Okay, we go next. 400 gold is enough. Lumi, triple, and triple. Deal with Steve with this. Do this here. Use that for later. 1037, 51, 50, 55, 52. Maybe put this here. This here. There. This. 190, 52. This is probably good here. Leg day. How did I miss? Get out of here. Too much power. Probably. And 4367, this. That's decent. It'll get us through the wall at least. I did already take the healing, so we're gonna have to be a tiny bit more careful going down through the coal mines. It shouldn't be too bad though. You ever looked into the mods for this, like Apotheosis? We did do a couple of Apotheosis streams a few weeks ago. I have been meaning to get back into Apotheosis specifically for the Tuanella seed. We did do that for, I think, once, like the ending of one of the streams, and then I tried another stream for it, and I think that was right before I got sick, or just as I was getting sick, so I didn't do all that well, if I'm being honest. I do want to go back to it. We're gonna dig right with this. That's fine. Circle of transmog. We can just hold on to that for later. 38, 27, 190. Useless. I did also try Fairmont a while back. This was maybe like a month or two ago. That was an interesting experience, to say the least. Yeah. If you recognize Fairmont, then you know what's up with that. I do also join Zora and Sky of Breeze. We do, I call it the weekly Wizard Council. We do a Noida Entangled run on Fridays. Do you use any of the cheat codes? There are... Oh, you mean in Fairmod? I think I used one once, and I don't remember what it did, but I know it has negative effects sometimes. It's been a while, so I need to go. I probably need to go back to trying that at some point as well. I know a lot of the cheat codes, I think they're listed in the handbook, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of messed up, because as soon as you open the handbook, when you close it, you're kind of just doomed. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that handbook is it has some decent information if you read through it, but also it will kill you as soon as you read it. The fair mod definitely lives up to its name. Noita giveth and fair mod taketh away. Did you get killed by the snail? Not yet. I have managed to avoid the snail death a few times that I played fair mod. But he is a constant threat. I do enjoy the giant fish in the fish bowl that randomly appears is very fun. I don't know if you've ever seen him inside of the upper portion of the mountain when you first enter. I think there's like a, I want to say 30% chance of the singing fish to appear there. It's really fun. Haven't played it since they updated it, so God knows what other cursed things there are in there now. Yeah, I haven't played it since a little bit before then as well. I'm definitely excited to try and get back into fair mod. If only to get my ass handed to me a few more dozen times. I can't remember who's the singing fish song. I looked it up during that stream. I don't remember either. I would have to go looking for the name of that song. I think somebody in chat had told me what it was. Get sheep. I forgot I had leg day. Oh my god, you were flying. Sitting at the gas station, logged into Twitch just now. Twitch tells me Judd Pepper gave me a gift sub. Thank you, Judd. Hello, Judd and Jin. Welcome in, Baba. And yes, Judd kindly gave everybody a gift sub here, which once again is very much appreciated. You now get to enjoy me being terrible at games without the ads. Hope you've had a good day though. If you're sitting at a gas station, I assume you're probably headed home from work. Hope you've had a good evening so far though. I already have digging, so I don't need the laser there. I could probably just use this here. 12, 28, 20 is terrible charge. Been a good day. Actually, on my way back to work. Oh no. I hope you have a good, I guess, shift? Or I don't know if maybe you're a contractor. Regardless, I hope you have a good work. I know work sucks, but we try to have at least some enjoyable times. And mod for Babel when work allows. That's fair. I could definitely use a mod. I have a couple of mods. They're just mostly European time, so they're usually asleep right around now. Should maybe fix that in the future. But that is a problem for future Jin. Current Jin is just trying to figure out how to get a normal win right now. Wait, I don't even need the mountains active anymore. I have tinkering. I mean, I hope it's an easy continuing part of the day. Obviously, if he's being called back to work, it's not an easy day overall. But I hope it's nothing crazy. I live at work on my work days, had to go home to deliver a fridge. My refrigerator died and my boss gave me one he had under a tarp. Ooh. So you're either in some sort of medical profession or blue collar contract work, which is, both sides are pretty demanding. Regardless, I hope you have a good second shift. Free fridge, hopefully it works. I'm sure it'll work. I don't think your boss will do you dirty like that. At least I hope not anyway. That is an important question. Were you able to save the food? Contract work? No contract though. Okay, so like, yes, freelance contractor, that also works, that's fine. But yes, food muy importante. I hope you were able to save it. Okay, you guys do not need to welcome me so warmly. I can do without all the fire. Ow. I just said no fire. Lots of gold. Very nice. There wasn't much. I don't really buy any food now that I'm living at work most days. My dad had milk and maybe a few other things. Okay, well, as long as the fridge is kept closed, and depending on how hot your area is, obviously, the fridge should hold things relatively cool for at least a few hours. As long as it wasn't dead the whole day, it should mostly be fine. I believe about cheese and sour cream should be in a cooler with some ice right now. Okay, well, as long as you have a cooler to hold this stuff, that should be more than fine. I'm glad you were able to save at least the immediately perishable stuff. Reconcentrated mana. We are just gonna swim through PC base, I guess. I will take free hearts. Thank you. Okay, let's not be there. 7 HP is not a great number. We'll take damage plus. Egg. Oh boy. Hi, Steve. Get wrecked. Don't need that. This one is bad. That one is terrible. Although I would take plasma. Months. That's a good point. My dad did say something about putting milk in the freezer part. I assume the cooler on the porch was for the food, but maybe not. Yeah, so whenever I actually had this happen to me a couple of months ago where my fridge kind of died on me as well. Thankfully it was cold enough that I could like just open my window and keep things on the windowsill. But for the first like day, I just kept the fridge closed. I put whatever I could fit into the freezer box in there, and that way I didn't have to constantly freeze my ass off with the window open. Because the freezer portion, at least because it's already basically frozen on the inside, will retain the cold a lot longer than the lower part. I'm gonna be streaming soon, only on Sundays. I should be able to hop in on your Sunday stream as well. My work week is actually going to be shifting in a few days. I'll be working, what is it, Tuesday to Saturday? So Sunday, Monday would be off. I'd be able to hop in on a few more of your streams. And I know I haven't been able to watch any of yours recently. I actually haven't been able to watch a lot of streams recently. Work is annoying. I've been there using my windowsill. Yeah, I think everybody's been there at least once. It's a very common experience. As unfortunate as that may be, if that statement may be. Breathing Ray. And Triple Spell. I don't watch my streams at the moment. Yeah, work-life balance is not always the greatest for a lot of places. 0737, 521, 54. It is slightly slower, but it is more consistent what we've got. So we will take this. Guess I could maybe get away with doing something like this. Lovely. I don't even need the triple scatter. Yeah, get wrecked. One is about to die. Have a good stream. It was nice chatting with you and Jed. Likewise, Baba. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your second shift. We get some good rest soon. Take care, bud. Just thinking about the time that by the time I'm relaxing, most East Coast people are streaming. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know exactly what time zone you're in, but I'm assuming you're probably central or maybe a little further west. Or maybe you're European and you're relaxing in the morning. I have no idea. Ow. Yeah, safe travels, dude. I have no idea what you do for work, but stay safe out there. UK, so I'm 7 p.m. onwards. I see. So you probably catch the early afternoon streams on our end. Those are usually 7 p.m. UK would be like what, 1 p.m. over here, I think, usually. At least in my time zone anyway, on the East Coast. Ah, boom. That's a missile launcher. Okay, that was more dangerous than it needed to be. We go next. 137 is enough for a wand. Let's just stop Steve from doing whatever he feels like. Water crit. Would be useful if we find water material in some form. Up to 6 hours ahead. It's crap if I'm waiting for people to get off work in Texas to play repo. Yeah, I could see that being a bit of a problem. I need that recharge. Don't throw that away. Goodbye, sheep. It's so funny every time. It just goes flying and explodes against the wall. It's so bad. That's too much mana drain. Okay. Could maybe even just get... No, that's more mana drain, right? 12 instead of 10. I should probably take one of these lightning bolts. We'll take the cheapest one. The wand is no good though. We will drop that. And we go next. Oh, Twitchy Mage. I was gonna go into the office tomorrow, but Brain says no. Thank God I can work from home. Yeah. I don't miss any sort of office work. I've had my fill of that for the past near decade already. How is it just pushing him to the side? What? There we go. Fancy talk aside though, I hope you do take it easy. I know office work can be quite mentally taxing, but you should definitely take a break and enjoy them whenever you can. Round to stand, return. Terrible stats on the wand. Overall, not a good time there, huh? I've never worked in proper office with loads of people before. It's just 3 of us at the office if we all go in. I mean, an office is an office, regardless. The number of people doesn't generally change the environment. At least not from a work perspective. Having to sit in front of a computer for 8 hours a day and listen to different grievances from different departments and having to deal with meetings and all that, it's a slog regardless of office size. I got no money. We do get damage plus again though. But we will take this. Ooh, explosive projectile would actually be huge. We'll hold on to that for later. Goodbye, sheep. Exploding sheep is just... it's funny every time. Oh, I feel so terrible doing it, but it's so entertaining every time. Well, we have a backpack wand. Throw all of this in here. Save some space. I could maybe even get away with doing explosive projectile into Spitterbolt and Purrplecat with power. Although we probably don't have a lot of headroom on the mana front to make that work. And it does reduce the projectile speed, which is not great. Yeah, we'll skip on that for now, I guess. Just do that. Concentrated spells. We're not looking for a long run necessarily, so this probably is not a bad thing to take. We'll take it. I do need the spell refresh as well for the circle of transmog. Take this. And we go next. Ow. More explosions, lovely. No, you. Could be interesting, maybe. We'll hold on to one of these. 1363 Turbo Wand. Do not the fire. We do have this to dig through the steel, which is gonna be super useful right now. That's a lot of acid. Oh, that's freezing gas. Okay. We just wait for that to pass a little bit. Get wrecked, Robocop. I do not want to see you anywhere near me right now. Magic will trigger possible usefulness. Take a couple of these. The one that actually is not bad. May actually be enough for us to get away with doing this. Outside? There we go. Not go into the fire. Terrible idea doing that. 527, 51. Yeah, let's do this. No, you. Another damage plus. Don't mind if I do. Although we have no space for it, so it will just sit there for now. At least we didn't get stunned in a worse position. That could have ended really badly. Ooh, shop. Warp cast, magic missile, infestation, buoyancy. That is a free fish quest, though. But we're not going for long run here. We just need to win. Ow. Help. Fire. Okay. Uh-oh. I dropped my transmog. Where did I drop? That's not good. Okay, okay, well, we have the firepower for that, so that's fine, I guess. That should have been the second Steve we've killed, I think. We should be fine. Oh no! Rip in pieces that homunculus. He survived all of the previous area for nothing. Now that's a real wand. Okay, that is painful. And rude. I will take all of your pocket change though. This is my pocket change now. Egg. Okay, but hear me out. What if teleport down? Usually a good idea, right? Oh, that's not good. Those guys are usually pretty annoying. Sure, he says. Oh, that's pain. You know what? That's fine. We'll just ignore him. Oh, okay. No, do not teleport. Stay away from me. Okay. Ouch, rude. There was no need to slap me in the face like that. Oh man. Monster thing. Oh. And this one is really just trying to keep me in here for the long run. Crazy. If only I was actually interested in that. It would be insane. It's like, do along, you know you want to, basically. It's like, look at all these Greek letters and modifiers you could have. And all you need to do is sell your soul. Just forget about the regular victory. Come enjoy an actual run. Wait, why am I being cautious? I have Tinker. I don't need the mountain active. What am I, crazy? Maybe a little bit. Goodbye, call me Selma. Thank you for the run. We did things. We actually won. Fortunately, it wasn't a nightmare win, which is kind of what I was aiming for, but it is a win nonetheless. GG's indeed. Thank you, Judd. And with that, I am gonna call it an actual night now, since it is now apparently race car time outside. Also, it is near midnight my time. So we are gonna turn in, have a sleep. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. If I do, it will be a shorter one than 6 hours. Or no, we went 11 hours earlier. It didn't feel like 11 if I'm being honest, but it'll definitely be a shorter stream than today. If I even get around to it. I do have work on Saturday morning, and that is going to be a very early morning shift. That being said though, I hope you all have a good one. We're going to close things out here. As always, the attention on the channel is always appreciated. Special thanks to Judd being the absolute mad lad, gifting 5 subs, and Light with his own sub. Both very unnecessary actions, but still appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or evenings wherever you are. Get your fishing in while I'm doing my closing statements here while you can. It was only a prime. I mean, a sub is a sub. I do not make distinctions because at the end of the day, it only benefits the channel. So again, very much appreciated. But yeah, quack, rubber ducky. That's another thing I wanted to do. Maybe not this week, but maybe in a couple of weeks. I want to get the Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, I think it's called.
Meow.
And meow,
Meow.
meow,
Meow.
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 I want to get the Placid Plastic Duck Simulator and maybe keep it on like the corner of the screen somewhere and just have it passively on the screen. Maybe an idea. We'll see. If my computer can even, well, first of all, handle it along with my model and fishing and everything else. If not, then we'll figure something out. But yeah, I've been wanting to do plastic ducks for a while, and I know people can like yap for hours on end, which is nice to be able to do, but I'm definitely not a long form yapper. At least I don't think I am. Although I do get sidetracked quite a bit, but that's only when I'm prompted to get sidetracked. I don't generally have a lot of stories to tell, because most of my personal life is just work, and that's about it. Not super exciting on my end. It might change soon though, hopefully. If work improves and the streaming takes off, I might be able to get out and experience different things and tell everybody different stories. But until then, I will be content with just being a random knowledge keeper of the most ridiculous and useless information in the world. Speaking of sidetracking, we are doing that right now. I do need to get to bed. Once again, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or evenings wherever you are. All of the attention on the channel is always appreciated. Anybody watching this as a VOD later on, thank you for doing so after the previous 11 hours. I don't know why you're sticking around an extra 3, but that is also appreciated. And yeah, that about does it for stream. I will see you all next time. Good one, everybody.